Imagine being able to eat at any Michelin-starred restaurant in the world without having to worry about the cost. Would you decide to spend almost $2,000 per person at a Spanish restaurant? Or what about a dining establishment in New York City that bills patrons more than $500 per person? What if you had a complete experience at these restaurants? Would it change your mind about paying this much for a meal? For a chef, food is like a painting for an artist. Legendary chefs like Jol Robuchon, Masa Takayama, and Thomas Keller take satisfaction in making mouth-watering meals for anybody who wishes to dine at the chef's table. So put down your Michelin guide and get ready to learn about some of the most luxurious, decadent, and expensive restaurants in the world. Number 10. Per Se, New York. An absolute treasure in North America is Per Se. This New York-based location offers a wide selection of experiences that cost between $200 to more than $500 per person. The experience's cost is determined by the food offered and the location of the dining room where you will be seated. The fact that several of the dining rooms include views of Central Park can raise the price of the meal. You can make reservations online, but you must provide a deposit, even for the less expensive menu options. Number 9. Itha Undersea, Maldives. The first underwater restaurant in the world, Itha Undersea, is situated on Rangali Island in the Maldives. You should budget about $320 per person to eat at this restaurant, but in return, you'll be eating 5 meters beneath the Indian Ocean, with panoramic views of the ocean, its marine life, and coral gardens. Up to 14 people can be seated in the restaurant, which offers a variety of fine dining options, dinner menus, and beverages. As a guest, you may anticipate receiving either a 4-course lunch or a 6-course dinner, both of which include primarily European cuisine and are paired with some of the best wines in the world. Chef Marco Amarone, an Italian native, is in charge of the establishment. You must be a guest at Conrad Rangali, the island's primary 5-star resort, in order to make a reservation. Number 8. Restaurant Lemuris, Paris, France. The Salon de la Paix in the Château de Versailles served as inspiration for this expensive establishment. The restaurant exudes majesty and refinement. This restaurant is similar to eating in a French chateau, thanks to its massive antique chandeliers, iconic Eero-Saarinen and tulip chariss, and sculpture that captures the suspended movement of water. The restaurant's and dining room's exquisite architecture is highlighted by bronze, frescoes, and marble decorations that cover the walls in every last little detail. To dine at this fine restaurant, expect to pay a minimum of $350 per person. Number 7. Aragawa, Tokyo, Japan. A meal at Aragawa in Tokyo, Japan, will set you back at least $440 per person. There is a section of the menu where you can select products a la carte, however the menus are predetermined and seasonal. For instance, the April preset menu calls for Kobe beef Wagyu steak, homemade bread, an appetizer salad, risotto, a dessert, and a beverage to finish the dinner. Some menus might include particular accompaniments, such as a free bottle of wine. Number 6. Restaurant Guy Savoy, Paris, France. You can select a set menu for about $620 at the Restaurant Guy Savoy in Paris, France, or you can pick from the menu for each meal. Each guest receives a minimum of 13 courses from the set menu. There are numerous salads, appetizers, soups, entrees, and desserts to choose from. The meals are mostly protein-based and may include lobster, poultry, or seafood. Alright guys, we're halfway through our list of the top 10 most expensive restaurants in the world. If you're enjoying this video, we'd appreciate if you would take a second to like and subscribe, as it shows us that you value this content and helps us to know what videos you would like in the future. Now the remaining restaurants. Number 5. Alchemist, Denmark. The Danish restaurant Alchemist provides diners with an immersive dining experience to enjoy wine and culinary delights. During their dining experience, visitors will be able to sample up to 50 different food impressions. Each experience lasts 4 to 6 hours and costs between $233 per person to $2,000 per table. It's important to take your time when visiting Alchemist. The restaurant proprietors advise you to immerse yourself in the entire dining experience by keeping an open mind throughout. Number 4. Masa, New York City. Masa, neighboring to Per Se, serves high-quality Japanese sushi from Masa Takayama's renowned tasting menu. Visitors to Masa in New York City can choose the kind of Japanese dining experience they want to have. It costs about $750 per person and takes about 2 hours to complete the omakase experience. Oh, and that doesn't include alcohol or taxes. For about $950 per person, the Hinoki counter experience puts customers in front of one of the best sushi chefs in the world for an up-close and personal tour of the sushi counter. Number 3. Ultraviolet by Paul Pärt, Shanghai, China. It costs over $1,000 per person to dine at Ultraviolet by Paul Pärt, which is in Shanghai, China. The restaurant calls itself avant-garde, which refers to something or someone who is unorthodox, unconventional, or experimental in terms of art, culture, or society. Oysters, fish, lobster, eggplant, bread, wagyu, lamb, soup, salads, and desserts can all be found on one menu. A different menu consists of yogurt, oysters, bread, eggs, chicken, veal, and chocolate, while sea scallops, surf and turf, bread, soup, sashimi, and chocolate are all on the final menu. At Ultraviolet, these 3 menus are still available, but there's always a chance that Chef Paul Parrott will have something new to give his customers. Number 2. Kichoarashiyama Honton, Kyoto, Japan. The chef's omakase course is the most expensive menu item at this restaurant. Omakase means I leave it up to you in English. If you choose this option, the chef will create a 13-course feast using only the freshest ingredients available. You get a completely customized meal while watching the chef prepare the finest seasonal ingredients. Although there is no set price and for 13 courses, it can get rather expensive, the price fluctuates continually based on market value. 3 rooms are available for seating, each of which provides guests with a special and genuine experience. You may enjoy the view while eating because every room offers a view of the garden. At Kichoarashiyama, there is only space for 5 cars to park, so planning how to carpool to dinner is a consideration. Number 1. Sublimotion, Ibiza, Spain. Sublimotion, located in Ibiza, Spain, is the highest-priced restaurant in the entire world. This well-known restaurant, where a seat will cost upwards of $2,000, was founded by Chef Paco Rancero. More than only food is featured in the biggest culinary show in the world. With a waiter-to-diner ratio of 3:1, Sublimotion has the best in the world. Your lunch will also include a laser light show, musical compositions that complement the visuals, and immersive 360-degree experiences. Even virtual reality headsets are employed to take you to numerous food-related locations. The dining experience includes dancers, music, and food in addition to being the most expensive price in the history of dining. Only 12 people can eat at once at Sublimotion, and they all assemble at the same table to experience the same concept. You can eat in the desert, underwater, or in a futuristic environment. If the experience itself wasn't extravagant enough, visitors also received a 20-course tasting menu all throughout the evening. To fully enjoy the complete experience at Sublimotion, it takes close to 2 hours. This helps to soften the $2,000 price tag, don't you think? Do you think it's worth the money to eat at Sublimotion? Let us know in the comments. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done it already, please tap that like button and hit subscribe as we really appreciate it and it helps us to bring out more content that we know you love. Thank you for watching Luxury Living.